Okay, hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ryan Embry. I am the brand ambassador at Travel Media Group. And I want to start off by first thanking everyone for taking the time to join me on this webinar this afternoon. I'm very excited to share this presentation with you all. Now, a few housekeeping rules. At the end of this webinar, I will be providing my direct contact information in case you had any follow-up questions with the content that I'll be sharing today. You can also use the chat feature, which is located in your toolbar, to type any sort of questions or feedback that you might have. And I'll be responding to those questions personally following the conclusion of today's webinar. Also, be on the lookout since today's presentation is going to feature several interactive polls and would absolutely love your participation in them. And as we start this presentation, I want to first discuss the current state of the online booking landscape in 2019. And it's pretty easy to see that the modern day hotelier is competing in the most competitive era ever in the hotel industry. Today, hotels not only have to compete with the hotel next door or across the street, but also have to balance online booking channels like OTAs, which do bring your hotel bookings at a commission cost, but at the same time are also advertising your hotel's local competition. Not to mention the new disruptors in the industry like Airbnb and VRBO, which are gaining immense popularity and consumer market share very, very rapidly. Now, to get a better visual of the struggle today, let's take a look at this picture on the screen. And here we see an illustration of really what could be representative of a traveler's booking decision. You can almost compare a consumer's booking options to that of a giant dartboard, with the ultimate goal and target for a hotelier being to receive as many direct, commission-free bookings or bullseyes as possible. But as you take a look at this image, you can see all the other options that travelers have when choosing where to book online. You have the major OTA players like Booking and Expedia, but you also have their subsidiaries of Priceline, Orbitz, Travelocity, Hotwire, and many more. These are all booking channels that A, come at a cost to your hotel, and B, advertise not only your hotel, but also your competition on their websites. So why would you want a traveler even visiting those sites if you could have them book directly, commission-free, and in a competition-free zone? Now, a quick stat. In fact, according to Focusrite, OTA online U.S. travel market share will reach over 40% by the year 2020. And that is an incredible and potentially scary stat for hoteliers when it comes to the commissions they pay on these OTA bookings. But the really scary part about this illustration is this really doesn't even scratch the surface on a true representation of all of the options that travelers have today in 2019. This is what today's booking dartboard looks like. Now, with meta search sites like Trivago and Kayak and the recent updates to Google Hotels, travelers now have search engines specifically made for OTA sites. These meta search sites are further widening the options for a traveler and decreasing the chances of a direct, commission-free bullseye booking for your hotel. Also heavily decreasing those chances as of late has been the rise of vacation rental sites like Airbnb, VRBO, and HomeAway. In fact, user penetration in vacation rentals segment is at 9.7% in 2019, and it's growing. So as you can see here, the odds of securing online bookings commission-free and direct is shrinking, and it's due to a crowded space of OTA channels and alternative lodging options. So the question I pose to you is, in this highly competitive landscape and space, how do you gain the upper hand and funnel more travelers to your hotel bullseye or attract more direct commission-free bookings? Well, one of the ways that hoteliers are fighting back and increasing their odds is by building these vanity websites for their hotels. The websites are a competition-free space where hoteliers are able to tell their own property story in a medium where all roads lead to that direct commission-free booking. Now, Will this website widen that bullseye to the point where it overtakes all the OTAs? Of course not. OTAs and alternative lodging options like Airbnb, they spend millions of dollars on marketing and advertising and really have cemented themselves as a part of your hotel's revenue profile. But hoteliers are learning that even channeling a few percentage points of occupancy to a direct booking source like a Vanity website is resulting in thousands of dollars of revenue that was otherwise ending up in the pockets of big OTAs. So with that being said, at this time, I'm going to go ahead and launch our first poll just to get a gauge and an idea of what percentage of your bookings come from commission OTA channels. So I'll go ahead and launch this now. And again, ask that question. Approximately what percentage of your online bookings are currently coming from commission OTA channels? Is it around 25%, about half, around 75%, or nearly all of them? And I'll go ahead and give everyone just a couple more seconds, and I'll go ahead and share those results. Okay, so about half, it looks like the majority, but also around 25%. So there's a good amount. And then there's some of you also that are receiving 75 or almost all, nearly all of your commissions coming from these commission OTA channels. So what goes into building the perfect Vanity website for your hotel? There are hundreds of DIY website builders online, but how do you ensure that it's optimized to be the best direct booking driver possible for your specific property? Well, in today's presentation, we're going to walk through what building the perfect Vanity website entails. We're going to look at an example of an independent property in Florida that we partner with at Travel Media Group. We're going to go step by step detailing what we've done for this property on their website and the reason why we've done it. Each detail and feature we implement into our websites are calculated and aimed to not only attract, but convert the travelers that come to your website. So let's go ahead and start with the homepage. And one of the first and most vital features to a website is its aesthetics and visuals. In the social media-driven, fast-paced world we live in today, if your hotel website is not visually appealing or engaging, you're going to lose traffic and it's going to cost you revenue. That is why one of the first things we do when creating a hotel Vanity site is compile the highest quality pictures that we can find for a property. We want to be sure to include all types of different photos that we can find for a property. Surrounding area, pictures of the property itself, rooms, amenities. Every traveler is different, and you never know what is going to catch or grab a traveler's interest or attention. So we ensure our hotel partner sites are giving them the best opportunity to convert by casting a wide net with multiple high-resolution images, and even provide hotels with professionally made videos that they can put on their sites. Now, beyond visuals, we also provide our hotel partners' website with engaging and quality written content. And we provide this written content for a couple different reasons. Number one, these websites, again, are the best forum to tell a story to your travelers about what makes your property unique and why they should stay at your property versus their local competition. A lot of the times, we can see that passion come through this written content that the owners have for their properties within it. And number two, the keywords that we use in this written content helps sites with organic rank within search engines like Google. For example, if this property featured here is located near the beach, we add that to multiple descriptions within the site so that when travelers are searching for hotels near the beach, this site is relevant to Google and therefore prominently featured on that particular search. But providing engaging content and keeping a traveler's interest is only half the battle. Remember, our ultimate goal is to convert that traffic, which is the next step to our website build. Adding and spotlighting different calls to action within your hotel's Vanity site is the difference from a page that creates a lot of traffic and a page that creates a lot of revenue for your hotel. That is why it's critical to focus on conversion for your site. We're trying to increase your market share in a crowded online space to expand that bullseye that we talked about at the beginning of the presentation. And we do that several different ways on our sites. The first and most prominent conversion strategy that you probably noticed was the date picker. And by implementing a date picker on our sites, we are moving that traveler farther down the booking decision-making process and increasing the hotel's chances of conversion. We add a Book Now button near the top of the page as well for them to book directly. Now, another call to action that you might have missed that we build for our partners' websites are a Contact Us button and interactive phone numbers for mobile users. Like I mentioned before, every traveler is different. So there might be an example of a traveler that prefers to call the property rather than book online. Making your website easy to use for those travelers will only help with conversion and online market share. We also add an interactive directions buttons for your site to help convert walk-ins. Again, anything we can do to widen that opportunity to convert is what we're going to do for our partners. Now, outside of conversion, there are a few other things that websites need to have. This has been a very hot topic in the hotel world as of late, and that is one of ADA compliance. And if your current website is not ADA compliant, this needs to be at the top of your priority list. To ensure all of our hotels' partners' websites are compliant, we provide several features, including an interactive accessibility function that gives users the ability to enlarge font, change website colors, and other accessible features. Additionally, we provide users with the information they need concerning the accessible rooms at this particular property. And for this property, we've also added a language widget near the top of the site, which changes the website's content and text to different languages. It's adding these types of features that facilitate the user and ultimately improves that conversion rate. Now, another way that we can drive traffic to our partner sites is through social media. Social media represents a huge traffic source for our Hotel Vanity sites. Think about it. If a traveler finds your property via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Pinterest, our objective should be to push them directly to a channel where they can book with you commission-free. Featuring your hotel social media handles on your site can also add to your online following and audience. It's building your hotel's online following which transforms that traveler that has historically booked with Expedia at a commission to a loyal return guest that books direct to your specific property every time they visit. And this is really just the tip of the iceberg about how the customization and personalization that goes into our partners' Hotel Vanity sites. We also integrate our reputation management solutions, which drive positive feedback to review sites like TripAdvisor and Google. Independent hotels, like the one featured on this presentation, consults with our website team when they're running specials and want to feature them on their website, like the one you're currently seeing running at the top of the page. And annual events in the area are also featured on the site to maximize commission-free conversion as well as optimize organic ranking on search engine around those events. And it's this type of attention and detail that does not just go into the home page. Our website team meticulously creates and builds each page of the website to maximize conversion and user engagement. Website responsiveness is also a must-have feature for the perfect Hotel Vanity website. Ensuring your site is responsive for all devices makes for a user experience which puts yourself in the best position to convert. Now, building a hotel website for your property is not just a financial investment, but an investment of your time as well. You want to ensure that you are seeing a return on that investment. That is why we provide all of our hotel partners with our TMG OneView platform that provides hoteliers with real-time statistics and data of their website. With analytics like sessions, users, page views, average page views, and average session length, we can look for trends and patterns to consult with our hoteliers about future optimization and website efficiencies and inefficiencies. Now, we measure those efficiencies through those conversion statistics like you see at the top. So booking clicks and those clicks to call. And it's also important to know where that traffic is coming from. And for that, we provide the data on the source of the traffic. You can see here direct, which represents those travelers that have either found your URL on printed marketing material or directly type your URL into their browser. Organic, which refers to those travelers that might find your website via a search engine like Google or Bing. Referral, which is traffic that comes from your other online listings. And social media, which is where travelers are funneled from your social media accounts to your Vanity website. And from that, we can track site growth annually or a different time period that you're looking for. Now, we also understand the fast-changing world of hotels and the need for hoteliers to make quick changes to their hotel Vanity websites on the fly. Whether it's an out-of-order pool to a complete flag change, these updates come at no additional cost to our partners and can be submitted and tracked through our OneView platform. Now, as nice as it would be to create a website with a simple mouse click like we saw in today's presentation, we all know that this is clearly not the case. We understand how much goes into building a hotel Vanity website from scratch and what it takes to not only attract traffic, but to convert it. That is why we consult our partners to build their ultimate direct booking channel specific to your hotel's objective and revenue goals. So as promised, here is my contact information. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and launch our final poll to see if anyone on the call is interested in receiving a website consultation specifically for your hotel. So I'll go ahead and launch that real fast. Now, if you joined the webinar a little bit later, we will be sending a recording of that out shortly, and you can find all of our webinars on our Travel Media Group YouTube page. I'll give everyone a couple more seconds here to find that toolbar and answer the poll. Awesome. And again, if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. That is my direct number and email. We are going to be continuing our educational series next month for the modern traveler's journey to booking, where we discuss all the different places online travelers are being influenced as they're making their booking decision. So I thank everyone for being with me today. If you answered yes to that last poll question, I'll be getting to you shortly, as well as answering any questions. Have a fantastic rest of your week.